FKA Twigs, iconic art pop, electronic pop musician of many genres, is back with her second album this year. She put out an album earlier in the year, EUSEXUA, which I loved. It's one of my favorite pop albums of the year. That was a great record from Twigs. Up until this point, I don't think she's ever really missed in her discography. But yeah, on that record, she was definitely leaning into a lot more 2000s aesthetics, kind of trip-hoppy. I don't know, it's been a weird kind of year for Twigs. It's been messy. Like, at first, it was EUSEXUA Deluxe, and then it wasn't EUSEXUA Deluxe, and now we have a whole new album, which I guess is a sequel to EUSEXUA, called EUSEXUA Afterglow. Now, shout out to the Twigs team. They actually did send me this album early. It had a CD player, and it had the album in there. You can see right there, the logo, the EUSEXUA logo. Don't know what it is. Just was told it was being sent to me, so let's open it. Searching for an Afterglow, you found it. FKA Twigs. Whoa! A CD player. I haven't had one of these since the 2000s, when I was a kid. I don't even know if I remember how to use one of these things. Used to be the side to open. Yeah. Oh, the CD's inside. Is this signed by her? Afterglow. I think that's signed by Twigs. So there it is, the album early. All right, wait, there's more though. Oh, it's headphones. Oh my gosh, these are like vintage headphones. The hell? They look super like 90s. Oh my, what? These are crazy looking. But I'm not this old. Like, I never use headphones like this. Whoa. And I did listen to the first two tracks on the CD player with these old school headphones they gave me. However, it started skipping right when I got to the PinkPantheress track, which is unfortunate, but still thankful that Twigs and the team sent that my way regardless. So really, I haven't heard much of this album other than the first two tracks, which I'm sure is going to be different hearing them on like these better headphones. But what I got from the vibe, it seemed like she was leaning even harder on the electronic club aesthetics. So yeah, let's see if that's the case for the whole record. There was 2 singles for this album. I heard only one of them. I wasn't crazy about Cheap Hotel, to be honest. I thought it was vibey. Maybe it'll grow on me on the album, but excited to hear the rest of this. Let's get into it. Love Crimes, track 1. This is why I said she was leaning more into the electronic aesthetic. It does feel like there's a less focus on her vocals. That's what I got from it. But we'll see if that's the case for the whole thing again. Beat goes hard though. These drums. Whoa! That little melody's cool too. Okay, yes. I heard this feature and I thought it was James Blake. I don't know who it is though. Is that James Blake? I don't know. I mean, pretty hard intro. I mean, the instrumental is the most standout thing to me. Pretty glitchy, pumping electronic beat. Definitely some parts of his melody I really like, especially on that back end. Again, I think that song, I think the main thing that sticks out is the instrumental and less focused on the writing and the vocals and more just focused on the vibe. But we'll see, again, if that's the case. I've said that before, but yeah. I like that intro a lot, though. Again, I don't know who that featured vocalist is on the back end. It sounds like James Blake. Probably wrong, but yeah. All right, Slushy, track 2. Sample. A lot of effects on her vocals, too. We're only on track 2. I mean, it's a vibe, for sure. Leaning more into, like, the trip-hop thing here. Yeah, I mean, I do think there's a less focus on the writing and on the vocals on these first 2 tracks compared to EUSEXUA. But there's definitely more of a glitchiness to the instrumental. More of a futuristic sound, too. Like, I don't know. I like the instrumental. There's a lot of aspects of the instrumental I like. Yeah, the kind of like drum and bass instrumental is pretty cool. It has a very like cool futuristic sound to it, glitchy sound to it. I just kind of wish that song maybe had like a, I don't know, maybe like a stronger chorus if she's not gonna go as hard on the vocals. You know what I mean? We get like a stronger chorus in there. It's alright. Alright. Oh yeah, it transitions very nicely into Wild Alone. I did not get to hear any of the songs from here on out because my CD started skipping. So excited to hear this track with PinkPantheress. Oh, let's hear that sick little transition though again. Wild and Alone with PinkPantheress. This is gonna fit Pink's vibe perfectly. Pink.
Maybe I have troubles with devotion. Only on the stage 'cause of emotion.
She's got emotion? Yeah, they kind of just blended together really nice. Again, liking little samples there plugged in there. But, I mean, Twigs vocally here, heavenly. Best vocal performance so far. Nice. Favorite so far. Great chemistry between those two. Their styles just blend together perfectly. Twigs sounded great vocally. My favorite vocal moment here so far, the first 3 tracks. Cool little 2000s house instrumental. Whoa. 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 Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. The outro. Oh shit, is it gonna transition into hard track 4? Probably. Oh man, this build up. Okay, that was cool. That was a cool little break outro. Yeah, that's my favorite so far. It's my favorite. They both sounded great together. Banger of a track. Pumping that 2000s clubbish house beat. I love the little vocals again tagged in there. All right, let's hear track 4, Hard. Layers to a lot of these beats so far. Whoa. God. Oh. 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 Ooh. Gosh, there's so many like instrumental changes on this one. Ugh. Woo. Oh! The arpeggios. So many. I'm loving all the switch ups, all the effects, all the changing going on with this track. That'd be my favorite. Definitely my favorite instrumental. That beat was sick. Super layered instrumentally. A lot of cool switch ups, man. Bass has been knocking them throughout this record so far. I can't lie. There's a great melody on that hard when she was like saying hard, like that melody was sweet. There was also like a part I think in the second verse where like they really messed with the vocals, but it sounded good. Yeah, most multi-layer track so far. I like that one a lot. All right, the next one is the lead single, Cheap Hotel, which I didn't really love on when I heard it. It felt very Massive Attack, trip hop. It wasn't bad, but it was just kind of a vibe. But it does make sense for something that might sound better on the album. So let's hear. Yeah, I remember not really caring for these high-pitched vocals. She remixed it. Okay, interesting. I don't really remember. I'm not gonna remember like how it originally sounded. Let's see. I don't know if I remember this. Is this part changed? This little slowed up part? God, it's so Massive Attack though. Trippy. Whoa. Wait, was this part here? Slowed it down. It's definitely different for Twigs too, though, which I respect. Pretty different direction. I mean, still very 2000s, and still very trip hop, but it's like the deepest she's ever went into like the trip hop sound. Like this is definitely she was going for a vibe here, more than like a performance, I think, for sure. I still don't know if I'm crazy about it though. I don't know. Like, it's fine. It's fine. It's a heavy vibe. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm crazy about all this like slowed and reverb going on. It is also makes no sense as a single. I agree. It really makes no sense as a single. I Hard would have been a really great single. Wild and Alone, obviously too. But it's a vibe. It's a vibe. I don't love it though. I don't love it. I just wish she did something else with the vocals, maybe. All right. Touch Your Girl, track 6. I feel like this could build up to something really cool. Hopefully. There we go. There we go. She said it. She said the word. I'm just waiting for like the drum and the kicks to come in. You know what I mean? I feel like it's coming. Feels like a long intro. I don't know. Here we go. There we go. The vibrations. We're running out of time. We're running out of time. Alright, I guess it's not gonna go anywhere. Okay, another one that's very vibe-centric. It kind of felt like it was gradual, like there was like those vibration hits and those bass hits that kind of felt like it was gonna build up to something huge. But I don't know, it just didn't. Maybe I'll feel different once I know that hearing it a second time. But yeah, I mean, very vibe heavy again. Not a big focus on Twigs vocals. Not like a strong vocal performance or anything like that. Some cool things going on with the instrumental for sure. Yeah, there's a mellowness to it that's kind of cool, I guess. But I don't know. Like, I feel like for me, one thing that makes Twigs really special is not only does she like hop on really cool instrumentals, but she is also like an incredible songwriter and an incredible vocalist. And I do feel like so far on this album, that's not being showcased. But it seems like she's doing something different, I guess. But, you know. I know it's a single, I didn't hear it. It came out like a few days ago, right? Ooh. Whoa, what's that? Whoa. Oh! I think the instrumentals have been all great for most of these songs. Don't get me wrong. That line. Whoa! Oh. Weird. That bass is crazy. Woo. Dude, such like it's such an alien like production sound, this album so far. Like it definitely, like, especially like looking at the cover too, it feels like she's trying to like enter a different dimension sound wise. I think she's accomplishing that. I mean, there's like some weirdness to that instrumental, man. Like the bass. I'm gonna have to get used to Twigs like not focusing as much on the vocals and the writing on here. I don't know. We'll see how it feels that second listen when I get used to that. But I mean, I did really like the beat. I thought the beat was sick. All right, Sushi is the name of the next track. This is the longest track on the record, at 5 minutes and 20 seconds. Damn, we're kind of flying through this thing already. Wait, so she just wants to take you out for sushis? Interesting love song. The writing in this one's definitely sticking out to me. I mean, the 2000s trip hop vibes are heavy on this one. Little transition moment. Big plans. Sushi night, baby.
Would you be surprised to know that my karaoke song is a gasolina? I said it as Dr. Gusta, cause I wanna take you out.
Twigs karaoke song is Gasolina. Whoa! Oh, we're voguing.
Walk for me, walk for me.
Oh, whoa!
Walk for me, walk for me, walk for me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got a Vogue track, baby. Oh.
Walk for me, walk for me, walk for me, walk for me. I'll see you after the function.
Woo! Whoa! Ooh!
Take you out. I wanna take you out. Spot, drop, jump and land. Take it to the beach, come and rain. I wanna see you skinning bar, racing rave, country life. Would you be surprised to know that my karaoke song is a gasolina? I said it as
I feel like this is one of Twigs' most tongue-in-cheek songs. Banger! Damn, no, you guys weren't lying about that one. I did not expect that to hit that instrumental turn towards the second half where we're doing some Vogue. We're doing some Vogue club shit that's going hard as hell. I think honestly, like, well, I love the very Vogue-S part towards the end, but I think the thing that really stuck out to me there was actually the lyrics. Very tongue-in-cheek, very very fun, very silly. The Gasolina line, I thought was funny. I think that's like one of Twigs' like most tongue-in-cheek tracks. Yeah, it was sick build, sick progression, banger. I like instrumentally. I think this album so far is really sticking out to me. Peace of Mind, track 9. Yeah, man. I mean, I know what she's going for aesthetically. She's definitely going for a very like otherworldly, other dimension, unhuman-like sound. It feels. Super glitchy. Ugh. The smoothest song by far. The synth hits on that part of the post-chorus. At least the chorus, actually. Smooth. One of the more simple instrumentals, but still has a little bit of a glitchy element to it. Liked it. One of the more simplistic ones. But still had like a pretty solid chorus. I like that chorus too of, you know, sitting back, reclining. I think Twigs' vocals were pretty nice on that one. Yeah, like the synths throughout the instrumental too. It just felt a lot more smooth. Track 10, Lost All My Friends. Are we in the sad club? A sad club one? What is all this? It's like little. I don't know if that's like a type of little drum hits going on or what it is, but there's that glitchy ass. Those glitchy sounds are so interesting. Those hits of percussion. It's so like, okay. I will say, definitely like the she's just kind of like repeating the refrain. But yeah, I'm liking this build up. You get louder. You need to crescendo. Okay, that's cool. That was cool. Oh, okay. Wow. Oh. Cool atmosphere to that track. Love that build up towards the end. I mean, pretty simple lyrically. Had just a similar refrain. I think she was just repeating throughout the whole track. But again, that track was definitely a strong vibe. I think we're gonna get a strong transition here into track 11, Stereo Boy. But yeah, I really like the atmosphere of that track quite a bit. See how this goes in the final track, Stereo Boy. Whoa, it was a cool transition. Nice transition. Yeah, I mean, this whole album aesthetically definitely feels like she's trying to enter a different dimension.
I'm trying to get your attention.
Whoa. Oh gosh, the Sims.
Too busy looking at the passing lights.
And these strings, too. Guitar parts. Woo! Oh! I love the delivery here on the vocals. Gosh, these chords, man.
Look at me. I'll let you drive me off the edge. If I can land in your arms.
It feels like a really cinematic ending. Just a stereo boy. Really sticky melody. It feels like a grand closer, definitely. I really like this, the atmosphere of this whole album. Epic closer. Epic closer. You're just a stereo boy. I really like the melody on that song. Alright, cool closer, man. Alright. I mean, generally I'll say I did like this album. I think generally I did like it. I think I was a little worried going in hearing the single, but I think a lot of deep cuts on here were pretty strong. I will say, like, I get it's definitely like picking up on some of the aesthetics of the first EUSEXUA, so I get why it's called EUSEXUA Afterglow, but it's also very different. Like, this album is very different than EUSEXUA. Like, I think the only really big similarity is they're both pretty like club and 2000s trip hop influence, but this one is leaning way harder on those club sounds. And I feel like this album is focusing way more on like its atmosphere and its vibe than on the vocal front and the songwriting front, even though like there are definitely some songwriting moments for sure. Some strong songwriting moments for sure, but definitely not as standout as EUSEXUA or really any other Twigs record. I feel like the focus here on the writing and the vocals definitely is way different than other Twigs records. And I think she's messing with her vocals a lot more too, which, you know, at times could be hit or miss. But yeah, the whole aesthetic of this album feels like it's trying to go for like something that sounds from a different dimension, super like intergalactic, super like almost alien-like. And I feel like for, you know, that direction, she did pretty well. I think the most standout thing for me on this album is the production. There's a lot of cool, interesting moments for sure. Yeah, I do kind of wish the songwriting maybe were a little bit stronger, and maybe I do wish there were more vocals moments that stuck out a little bit more. I do think there are a few tracks in the middle section I'm not as crazy about. Still not really crazy about Cheap Hotel, even in context of the record. Touch a Girl, wasn't crazy about that one, I don't think. And Slushy, I was kind of indifferent on. But still, there's like a lot of big highlights on this thing, man. I think the PinkPantheress track is freaking great. I think the opener goes pretty hard. Speaking of hard, that track went off. Sushi, oh my gosh, Sushi was insane. Lost All My Friends was a good one. I really like that closer as well. So there's definitely a lot of highlights on this record. Do not get me wrong. I'm definitely gonna have to hear it a lot more to see how I'm feeling. Now that I know, like, it's obviously less focused on the writing and the vocal aspect and more on the vibe. So we'll see if it sounds better on second, third, fourth listens. But I do like the record overall. I did like it. Is it my favorite Twigs on first listen? Definitely not. Probably my least favorite. But then again, that's not really saying much because she has like a fucking perfect discography, damn near. So yeah, we'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, generally, I liked it. Shout out Twigs.